Good morning, everybody. I see a bunch of people jumping on, and I see some hearts already. Diana is with us. Good morning, Diana. It's a beautiful day here at the Buttonwood Park Zoo in New Bedford, Mass. And we're getting ready to go into one of our virtual chats. I'm seeing lots of thumbs up. You can't really tell with what I'm focused on where we are, but I'm very shortly going to reveal that. What you see here today, right now in your field of view, is a blank canvas. So hopefully by the end of this virtual keeper chat, it's not going to look so blank. It's just giving folks a chance to hop on. Hi, Aaron. And once again, we are here in sunny New Bedford. It's a beautiful spring day, and we are going to be outside today. Allison has a good guess right off the bat. She's guessing elephant. I suspect she's been here before. So for those of you that don't know it, we do enrichment and training here at the zoo on a daily basis. And one of the fun enrichment activities we do with our Asian elephants on a pretty regular basis is to paint. And so today we're going to do something a little different. We're starting out with a blank canvas, and we're hoping by the end of this chat that it doesn't look so blank. And for folks that donate today, there is a donate button, and people have been generous during our keeper chats. Between now and 10 a.m. tomorrow, if you're here with us live and want to donate, or if you're watching at a later time and donate, your donation goes to the Zoological Society, which helps us underwrite a lot of our funding and conservation efforts and bringing you keeper chats like this. But we're going to do something a little different, and the painting we create today with our elephants is actually going to go to somebody who donates. So if you donate between now and 10 a.m. tomorrow, your name is going to go into the mix, and there'll be a drawing, and we'll announce the winner tomorrow and then get today's painting sent off to whoever the lucky person is. So I can pan away from this now and over to who our artist is going to be for the day. And for those of you just joining us, this is one of our Asian elephants, Emily. Emily's going to be working on this canvas with two of her keepers today, Mike and Joey. And she's already excited. She already knows something's going on. So when we do painting, it's an enrichment activity with them, and we operant conditioning with these guys. So that means they're getting treats. And today, I think for treats for her, we're using, it looks like some dried fruit. Okay, dried cut up produce. Okay. I think I may be cutting out a little bit. Hopefully if I stand in one spot. It looks like I'm back on. So I'm going to turn it right over to Mike and Joey, and I'm just going to sort of narrate as they go along with the painting session, and I can take folks' questions as we go along as well. Okay. Oh, it looks like Ruth has already wandered over to join us as well. And Ruth, painting is a particular favorite activity of hers. So maybe we'll actually get both elephants involved in the painting today. So painting with these guys has been going on for a number of years. Back in the early 90s, we noticed with these guys that they like to pick up sticks and rocks and sort of draw things in the sand. Sometimes we would come in and find that they had drawn some things on the walls. And so what we really did was just shape a behavior we were already seeing. We took away the sticks and gave them a brush, and eventually added paint and connected it with a verbal cue. And the end result, where Emily takes the brush and paints the canvas. The paint, you should know the paint we're using today is completely non-toxic, so it's okay if she gets it on her trunk, in her mouth. It's not going to injure her. What colors are we using? This looks like a green.
Yeah, this is a specially made up green.
Okay. Going with spring colors, I think. So Emily has a very particular style where she sort of dabs and strokes with her trunk. If we do anything with Ruth, you'll see she has a very different method. And you're going to see the keepers frequently rewarding Emily. So she's getting treats throughout this session. And it truly is a voluntary. If she wanted to walk away right now, she can, and that would be okay. I don't think I've ever seen a session they really haven't wanted to participate in. As soon as they see the paints come out, it really is a fun activity for them. Carrie's asking, do they like to pick out a color? Can they see colors? And they don't see colors the same way we do. I have, when I've done painting sessions with Emily, offered her the brush and let her dip it into the color of her choice. And it changes. So I don't know that she has a favorite. Hi, Trey from Rochester, Mass. Hello from the UK. Hello, Noah. So again, as we're going through this is a special session we're doing today where if folks donate, their name is going to go into a drawing for the painting that Emily is working on right now. And you can donate all the way up until 10 a.m. tomorrow. So if you aren't with us live and you watch this video later on during your day, feel free to donate and be entered into that drawing. How can they do that paint? Caleb, age 9, wants to know. So basically, Emily recognizes the paint and the paintbrush, and we've shaped a behavior that we saw now. Stick, or we just add the brush and the paint. Emily, age 6, is asking what other kinds of things we train her to do besides painting. A lot of the behaviors that we work on with our elephants are what we call husbandry behaviors, or things that are going to help us better take care of them. And there was a question about do we have any other colors, or do we change the colors? And so it looks like we've gone from a green to a blue right now. So they have different brushes for different colors. And I think we're going with some springtime colors right now. So yes, we do change up the colors. Just scrolling back to make sure that I have not missed any of the questions. Barbara is asking, do they miss us? And I would say that, yes, I mean, the staff, and believe it or not, too, you know, it's enriching to see new people coming through. And so there definitely is a difference without our visitors on site every day. Thank you for your donation, Amanda. Doreen is saying Emily is her favorite. And Trey, I'm so glad you visited us before. Caleb wants to know, do these guys lie down? And yes, they do. At night when they're sleeping, they'll lay down for anywhere from 3 to 5 hours at a time. Then they may get up and stretch, and they may continue to nap or sleep standing up. Very similar to a horse. And there she goes. So she's got some nice brush strokes. I'm going to come in on this so you can see what she's got so far. Why? Okay, so I answered, do they lay down? Let me see if I make sure I'm not missing anything. Ruthie is just standing very patiently off to the side. Oh, is this a lighter blue or the same blue? Looks like palm trees, Shannon says. Yeah, it kind of does. So you can see she kind of has up and down strokes. Some of them are side to side. Sometimes the keepers do help a little bit. We'll turn the canvas for them. Amanda's asking, do their paintings have different personalities? Well, they definitely have different painting styles, and you can, after you've seen a couple of paintings done by each of them, you can definitely tell them apart. Caleb's mom wants to know how much do they drink. And if you're talking about water, elephants tend to do what we call tanking up a couple times a day, where they drink a really short period of time. Guys, how much would you say they're drinking at one? How many gallons would you say?
Maybe 5 to 10 gallons.
Yeah. So they have automatic waterers. So for us to measure that, we what they're drinking their water from to really truly be able to measure it. Roberta from Michigan says she is originally from New Bedford, loves Emily and Ruth, loves to visit and hear with them. Can I get a full picture of Emily? I sure can. So you can see full. Oh, Olivia and Charlotte say hi, Uncle Joey.
Hi, Olivia and Charlotte.
Thank you for your donation, Melanie. We appreciate that. Diana Tabor says she's a beauty, and yes, she is. She is a good girl. And so you see after she paints, and we've switched colors again, this almost looks like a tangerine. Let's see. She's quick to want to give that brush back to Mike, and that's because she knows she's just saw a question, what do they eat from Caleb, age 9? And they eat a whole variety of things. Elephants are browsers, and they are herbivores, which means they're eating plant material. Here at the zoo, they get hay and grain and chopped produce and a lot of browse, which is branches with leaves that we have received from a number of places. Sometimes our staff go out and cut them. Sometimes they're donated by tree trimming companies and the city's forestry department. We have folks that supply us with bamboo locally for our red pandas, and the elephants really like that as well. So there's a lot of different types of food, and they can graze on the grass in their habitat. Thank you, Debbie, for your donation. This painting is coming out fantastic. Olivia's asking, can the elephant do a swirl shape? We have seen that. A lot of it is usually brush strokes. So sometimes if she presses the brush to the canvas and then kind of moves it around, you can get kind of a swirl shape. It's a little bit different every time. And no two are exactly the same, which is what's great about this. So this is an original, one of a kind. You're not going to get this anywhere else. So for those of you that are just joining us, this is our Asian elephant, Emily, and she is doing a painting session with 2 of her keepers. This is an enrichment activity we do with them on a pretty regular basis. It's fun for them. They're getting to play with paint, and they're getting some treats, and they're getting to work with their keepers, which is awesome. So this is what this is looking like right now. And let's see. So Caleb wants to know how old can they live. So I haven't talked really about Emily. Emma at age 4 wanted to know how old they are. Again, I think I'm back in. Emily is 55 and Ruth is 61. And that is older for elephants. Elephants, when you talk about life expectancy and lifespan, they can live into their 70s, the same way a human can live to be 105. The average for a human might be 80, 85. For elephants, the average is mid-40s. So Emily and Ruthie are both older elephants at this point. Paul Madeira says, so cool. Carrie says someone is going to win a gorgeous painting, and this is absolutely true. So as I was saying, for these guys, anybody that donates from today during our virtual keeper chat, and if you missed the chat and are watching it on video and you want to donate up until 10 a.m. tomorrow, and the painting that Emily worked on is going to be given to one lucky winner. And do you want to try, Ruth?
We don't really have any of the equipment
You don't have the paintbrush. Well, I'm going to pan over to Ruth so you can and talk a little bit about her, and I'll just talk a little bit about how she paints because it is a little bit different. So Ruthie is our older elephant, and for those of you that have seen our keeper chat with Ruthie, or for those of you that are just joining us, you may or may not know that Ruthie actually has a partial paralysis in her trunk. So this center section of her trunk here doesn't work the same way Emily's does. She came to us that way. We're not really sure how it happened. We just know that it was something she had when she came to us in 1986, and she does just fine, but she has to do things a little bit differently. So if you watch the way she eats, she will swing her trunk up into her mouth versus just basically pulling her trunk up to her mouth the way Emily does. So when she paints, we actually put the canvas down low, similar to where her toy is here, and put the brush in her trunk. And she actually curls her trunk around the brush. So her brush strokes are a little bit different than Emily's, and it's one of the ways that you can tell them apart. A couple times a year, we do a couple of art auctions for our animals that paint. So today's painting was done by Emily, but if you're interested in a Ruthie painting, you've got to keep checking back on our website and Facebook page, and when we do one of those art auctions, there's definitely pieces that are done by Ruthie as well. Let's see if I've missed any questions here. How tall is she? Caleb, age 9, wants to know. Well, from the top of her shoulder, she's about 8 feet 6 inches tall, and so from the top of her head it's a little bit taller than that. And there was a question about weight, and we weigh these guys every month. And so how much was she the last time you weighed her?
8,600 pounds.
All right, so she was about 8 Harrison. Ruthie, the last time we weighed her,
About 64
pounds. So every time I move I cut out a little bit, so I'm trying not to move too much. Ruthie says, Shannon says she looks much older than Emily. Well, she is older than Emily, for sure. She's also looks a little bit different than Emily in that she's smaller. She's not quite as tall. But if you look at Emily, Emily is more wrinkled. This is Ruthie right here. Jordan 9 wants to know if they get along. And the answer is yes, they do. I mean, they're standing side by side right now. And Ruthie was quick to come over when we started working on the painting. I'm going to pan back to that painting again so you can see it. Oh, thank you. I think it's Kian. Hello from Colorado, says Bill. Barbara said she donated via text. Thanks for making it so easy. Yep, there is a donate button. And I think you can do it both ways. So this is the finished product from Emily today. And again, this is one of their enrichment activities that the keepers showed you with Emily today. My Wi-Fi is tough today. Yes, it is. Christian, age 9, are there any fun facts about elephants? Oh, there's also sorts of fun facts about elephants. So, for example, did you know, I'll see if I can get a close-up of it, is actually called a finger. And Asian elephants have 1 finger at the end of their trunk, and African elephants have 2. And see if you can get a close-up of her mouth. Emily's having a good time with hay. There's a great shot of Emily putting hay in her mouth. And she's mowing that hay down right now. Another fun fact with elephants is they have extremely long eyelashes. So you can see how long Emily's eyelashes are there. So it looks like I've answered a lot of the questions. Thank you, Rachel, for your donation. I'll just mention again that your donations go to our Zoological Society and help support our programming, our online virtual programming, our education programs, our conservation work, and we so appreciate it. And not having our visitors, your support at this time means that much more to us. These virtual keeper chats are a great way for us to stay connected with you folks. And so again, I'm going to give one more shot of the painting that was done by Emily today. So hopefully you folks watching with us live and watching later will think about donating and getting a chance to actually take this painting home. Every day at 11 we do these keeper chats, so we hope you'll join us again tomorrow. And until then, stay safe and enjoy this beautiful weather today.